Subsplash is changing the game when it comes to helping your church reach more people using the devices that they're already using. And what I love about Subsplash is they are very clear that everything they do is to enhance the discipleship process. Now, the event update from November 2024 just aired as the recording of this video yesterday. And in this video, I'm going to break down the newest features, the ones that I'm excited for, the ones that could impact your church, whether you're a small church, medium church, or large church, and what you can take away. If you're still on the fence about Subsplash, or if you're thinking about leaving Subsplash, maybe one of these will change your mind or get you to take that next step. So I'm going to go through the article that gives a recap, but if you want to watch the full video, I will have it linked down below. So first thing, they did a hour-long presentation. It was very well done. Kudos to the team who did it. They started by recapping what they believe in, why they do what they do, and they went into the features that they've already released over the year, which I didn't realize were so many things that they did over the past year, and they're still putting out more towards the end of the year. If you want to watch it, I think it's very good information about like everything that we're going to talk about today, as well as what they've done. I will say that if you're just in it for the new stuff, you need to jump ahead about 15 minutes and then they get into the new stuff. I noticed that's a trend in these updates. So first off, the giving updates. Now, out of everything we're going to talk about in this video, I am most excited. I am most excited for the giving updates. Yes, you can accept stock and crypto donations. I guess if you're a younger church and you have folks that are tired of holding and they just want to give you their stocks, I don't know how that works, but I know some churches, that's how they raise funds. So I guess that's cool. Or cryptocurrency, for the young people, that's like donating gold to the church. Built-in check scanning and remote deposit, I think that's really good. I don't touch the financial side of either my church or the churches that we work with. We don't even have access to the giving side, but I can see where this can come in handy, especially if you're a larger church with an older congregation still giving by check, or maybe you've got vendor checks coming in. This will make it easier for things to just quickly deposit. Now, this is really cool. This is one of the things I'm excited for is in-app pledge management and progress. A huge thing that folks are dealing with is campaigns to either pay off the building, add a building, pay off. I know one church did a campaign to pay off medical debt in the community, and it's tough when you're managing it, especially, on our end, because you want to show progress. You want to show kind of what things are going towards, and you want to make it easy for someone to make a one-time pledge or a recurring gift and know that it's going towards that gift. They're making it very simple to create, promote, and manage campaigns for specifically fundraising. So on the back end for giving, on the back end for member or community resources, kind of where we're at on the fundraiser. I really like that this is very easy to track. And it looks like you can just easily update if you need to go up or down based on life circumstances for that. So I really enjoy that. There's something else here that I was super excited for. Maybe they're going to announce it later. Maybe they don't even talk about it. I'm most excited for this. Now inside of the Subsplash giving, which by the way, if you need a giving provider, Subsplash is free to use. You can just go sign up and use their giving platform for free. But in their giving platform, they are now accepting Google Pay and Apple Pay. And of course, I'm an iOS guy. My whole family's an iOS guy. I'm using Apple Pay more and more. I used to look at my wife funny and when she would just like, let me just tap my phone. I'm like, man, that's just too easy. It's almost weird. Now it's like, okay, well, I'll use Apple Pay anywhere we go. I know it's automatically linked to the right accounts and it's just easy to use. I don't have to input any information. I can just click side of my phone, scans my face, and it says, all right, how do you want to pay? How much do you want to pay? So I think this is huge because now we no longer have to get out our credit card. We don't have to get out our bank account, voided check number or whatever. It's all encrypted on Apple's end. I know that, at least that. So having Apple Pay as an option to give a gift, I think is a huge update. They are bearing the lead. That is going to remove so much friction when it comes to online giving. So I love that that's finally in there. Now, event updates. Since we work mostly with smaller churches, we don't see a lot of these needs with the smaller churches, but if you are over 300, if you are doing more events, community events, these are going to be a huge, again, removing the friction of a lot of your event management. Pre-check lets people check in ahead of time. I think that's going to be huge for, making sure you've got everything in the right place at the right time when the event comes. Discount codes if you're charging tickets for special events as a church, or you just need to have different ticket levels, like we've got a member ticket, a community ticket, a volunteer ticket, etc. You can have different different price levels. Early bird, I really love. So you can set a time where the ticket is $10 up to November 31st. And then after that is $20. So all that, having it done automatically makes it super simple to get things done. And along with that, partial payments. This is going to be huge for camp, right? I mean, how many times have you tried to figure out missions trip or youth camp, and it's like, hey, it's $300 and we just need $100 to save the spot, deposit, whatever, to get everything set up and going. And you got to do that payment, and then you got to go in and manually do the other payment. I really like this, that you can just set up like your youth camp ticket is $300 and you can do $100 down and just get that partially done. And it looks like you can track it still if they're using check or cash. So just managing all that stuff is going to become a lot easier if you're using Subsplash. And then we've got some media updates. I was unsure if these are included. Our clients, I think, are all on the Subsplash clients that we manage their sites and media for, I think are all on Subsplash 1's plan. And when I got the email with this information, it said also available as an add-on to your plan. So I'm not sure if this is an additional service charge or not. I was unsure of that. So just if you're like, oh, Justin told me, I didn't tell you. This is just another offering that they have. So I love the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto features. So I like that, as people are, I have Apple Play in my car, I can have the maps open plus the air conditioning, whatever it is at the bottom right, and then the media player on the top right, and then just navigating through the app real quick with simple buttons. I think that's a great idea. If you have a military church or a blue collar church that maybe they spend a lot of time on the road, this could be a huge blessing for those folks. Subsplash Live RS. Not sure what that is. I'm sure it's a techie thing. Good to see it. We've got profile forms and contact lists and management. So I think what this is, based on the video, it looks like when you create a form and someone fills out the form on the site, it'll create a profile on the back end. So that way, if you have someone plan a visit, if you have someone submit a contact form for more information, or for our example, what we like to do is to do an online guest gift. When they submit that form, the profile is created on the back end. So you can start kind of on the back end, understanding where people are coming in, where they're coming out, how they're showing up. And then when they join the church, they're already there. And you can also track, that person, what events they're coming to every week. So again, a small church isn't going to really have to worry about this, but for the medium and larger churches, I think this could be a time saver. I do see, however, that this could become overwhelming if you don't know how to manage, what in the business world we call leads, right? All these leads are coming in, but they're not all going to convert. Well, you're going to get a lot of people creating profiles, but they're not all going to convert to membership. So there may be some workflow maintenance that you need to do there. And so that's pretty much it. So to me, the biggest thing is going to be Apple Pay and Google Pay. I think that's huge. The young generation is really, really reliant on that. So much so that some people don't even leave the house with their wallets or credit cards anymore. So the fact that you can just have that Apple Pay right there is super simple. And then just having the options to make things more streamlined with the event management, the partial payment, the discount codes that they announced earlier this year, and early bird reservation. All this stuff, I think, is removing a lot of friction. I don't know other organizations. Like, I know the two things I recommend a lot are Subsplash, Tithely, and DigiGive for many churches as far as giving software. And a lot of them do the same thing, but Subsplash, if you have an ecosystem like Subsplash, you really want to be all integrated, and you're on Subsplash and not Tithely because they're almost all a whole ecosystem by themselves. It's good to have everything talking to each other, communicating to each other. And so the fact that when someone interacts with the website, now they've got a people account on the back end. The fact that when someone makes a partial payment, they can log in and just start paying that off. It's almost like layaway. Then I think this is a huge help for the back end administration for the church. And again, a lot of this stuff, small churches under 100, even under 300, you might not have to worry about a lot of this. You're just still going to be focused on, all right, well, let's just make sure we've got a good website, good media library, good app for our congregation, and you're going to hit the ground running in other ways. But if you are heavy into community events and signups and all that, this is a huge update for you. So let me know what you think. What do you think about Subsplash? Are you using Subsplash? Have you used it and quit, or maybe you're just still considering? I'm interested to know down below. Subsplash is one of the only few companies that we work with clients on. So instead of us building a site on our platform and managing it for them, we will go into your Subsplash site and set up your website, set up your media library, help set up your app, and help manage all that on a weekly basis. And so We don't do it for a lot of platforms because a lot of platforms don't do it well. And Subsplash is one of the ones that does it well. What's your thoughts on this event? What are you most excited for? Leave a comment down below. And if you like this video and you want to keep up to date with what's happening in the church marketing world and get tips to help your church be known, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you all in the next video.